Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. All right, so this is the first time I've done this kind of video. We're going to do a 2022 kind of rank up video, or how I rank champions. And I'm going to do it from a little bit of a different perspective. So I am going to look at only 6 stars, and I'm going to look at 6 stars that deserve to be ranked up. And we're going to look at those that deserve to go from rank 1 to rank 2, from rank 2 to rank 3, and rank 3 to rank 4. And I'm actually going to prioritize which ones to rank up. So now, why do I do it that way? Well, because... just as a little background, because to rank up champions that are 6 stars requires a very hefty investment in rank up materials that are not easy to get. So I did a video earlier about how many tier 5 basics you can get, which is one of the kind of rate limiting rank up materials that you need for 6 stars. And essentially every month you can get about 5.5 of those, and that is, enough to get a rank 1 to rank 2 and not necessarily a rank 2 to rank 3. So essentially you can only rank a couple of these guys up a month, depending on what you're doing and where you're going. And then again, there's offers, and there's some playable material like in Act 6 and the variants that you can get these out of that'll increase your ability to do it. But if you just rely on side quests and event quests and things like that, daily offer, not daily offers, but solo events and those things, then you're only going to be able to maybe do 2 a month, and that's it. So let's look at, because this is a guy that I want to move up, but not yet because he's not awakened. So to upgrade him is going to cost me 3. So to go from tier 1 to tier 2, it's going to cost me 3. In addition, it's also going to cost me tier 2 alpha, which are easier to get than tier 5 basic, but not as easy. I mean, I'm probably going to get twice as many of those a month as I am going to be tier 5 basic. So, and we need 7 of those to go. So, and so to go from rank 1 to rank 2 is 3. To go from rank 2 to rank 3, so let's pick Jabari Panther. To go from rank 2 to rank 3, we need a tier 5 skill catalyst and 4 more tier 5 basics and 8 tier 2 alpha catalysts. So again, we need even more. So to go from 1 to 3 requires 7 tier 5 basics. And then to go from rank 3 to rank 4, which I don't even have a rank 4, requires these tier 6 basics and tier 3 alpha catalysts and a couple of the tier 5 class catalysts. So as you can see, it's not easy. Okay, so let's get into this. So I have put together a little Excel database, and here are all the rank 1s right now. So if they are yellow, I have them, but they are not awakened. If they are green, I have them, and they are awakened. And these guys are in alphabetical order, all the way down here. So I have all of these. I have 83, and then if they're red, I don't have them. And so these are all in alphabetical order too, all the way down to the bottom here. Let's get all the way down to the bottom to X23 Wolverine. Okay. So those are all rank 1. So who deserves to go from rank 1 to rank 2? Okay, so I've put these in essentially different groups, and I've categorized or prioritized the top 10 that I think could go, that you would want to, if you got them, then before any of the others, you would want to spend your rank up materials on them immediately versus another one. So for instance, Dr. Doom. And I have kind of an unwritten rule that I don't rank champions, 6-star champions up if they're not awakened. But that is to say, there are a few that I will, or a few exceptions to those rules. Dr. Doom is one. He is absolutely one that I will break that rule for, and I already have. And then, and if these guys are italicized and underlined, then I've already ranked them up. The other one that's on here that you can't see here right now is Sentinel, and the only reason I ranked him up is at the time, which I should have saved this now. At the time, I got a 6-star rank up gem, which turned out to be Tech. So at the time, I only had him, so I figured I was going to bring him up anyway. So I brought him up. I still haven't awakened him. And since then, I've had a bunch of Tech that I could have used on that. Okay, so my top 10 to bring from rank 1 to rank 2. And again, if they're yellow, I have them, but they're unawakened. If they're green, I have them and they're awakened. And if they're red, I don't have them. And if they're underlined and italicized, then they're already rank 2, okay? Or at least rank 2. Some of these guys are higher. So as an example of the priorities, if I pull the Dr. Doom, I would immediately rank him up ahead of everybody else below him. And if I pulled a Shang-Chi, then I would rank him up immediately before everybody else below him. And so that's kind of the priority that I'm thinking of, so that I can mitigate and hedge the very rare rank up materials that I have. Those basically those tier 5 basics, and then the very odd chance that I get a tier 5 class catalyst. So in the top 10, I've got Doctor Doom, number 1, Shang-Chi, number 2, Hercules, number 3, Cosmic Ghost Rider, number 4, Apocalypse, number 5, Black Widow Clairvoyant, number 6, Red Magneto, number 7, Omega Red, number 8, Corvus, number 9, and Nick Fury, number 10. Now, after that, and that's Group 1. The top 10 is Group 1. And then after that, we've got our Group 2, and everybody in Group 2 is a priority number 11. So any one of these guys would go over any of the other ones. Now, I know some people are going to say, oh my God, you didn't put Jabari Panther in the top 10, or you didn't put Ghost in the top 10, or whatever. This is just my take on it. So please, it's my opinion. You can take it for what it's worth. If you have any questions or comments about it, please leave a question or comment, and you know, we can talk about it or adjust or whatever. But I think all these champs in this Group 2 are essentially equal-ish to each other, and I would rank them as soon as I got them, and I would be happy with it. So again, if they're green, I've got them and they're awakened. If they're green, if they're underlined and italicized, then I've got them and I've already at least ranked to them. And then if they're red, I don't have them. If they're yellow, they're not awakened. So so these are all the ones in this Group 2 that I don't have, like Immortal Abomination, Aegon. I put Aegon in this because he's not great for a lot of stuff. He really isn't. He's good for really long-term stuff like the Abyss and maybe some of the Axe. And I used him to get Thronebreaker. But, I mean, he sucks in the arena. And he's okay in Alliance Quest. I'm using him right now, and I've got him up over 100 on his charges. So he's pretty good. And he's not great in Alliance War. So it is what it is. I put Colossus in here, too. I don't have a Colossus. Colossus is a Group 2, I think. I think any of the top 10 are better than these guys any day of the week. They've got their uses, of course. So here we are, and then there's Group 3. So I think that these guys are the next group. I give them all 12s to go. So like OG Black Panther, I think since he got that the buff, I think he's pretty good. Crossbones is another one. Dr. Octopus has a lot of uses. Hawkeye, since he got his buff, before Hawkeye got his buff, he would not have been going to rank 2, period at all. He would have been rank 1, and that was it. Massacre, Mr. Negative, Red Hulk, I think, is in this group. There are a lot of champs that are better than him. And then here's the ones I don't have. So I like Silver Centurion, but I think there's a lot better things than him. Nimrod, I'm just not a big fan of his, and I haven't played with him much, so I kind of left him here in this group. And then these are the ones, and I have some maybes next to these because they're very questionable, but these are the next priority of ones that I would rank up from rank 1 to rank 2. I have all these guys, and then these are the ones that I don't have. So again, you can some of you may think that this is not correct or not. That's okay. And then we've got our group 5s. So these are ones I absolutely positively will not spend any materials on, and I highly suggest that you do the same. Do not spend materials on these guys. If you did and you rank them up from rank 1 to rank 2, I'm sorry, you wasted those materials. It's gone, and you're not getting them back. So I would wait. Any of these champs, I would hold them, keep them at rank 1, and just use them for arena, and then be done with it. So, and as you can see, it's not the greatest team. Now, some of these guys could get a buff this year, and then they could actually move into the category of going from a rank 1 to rank 2. So, some of these that did get buffs that do fit in this are things like King Groot got a buff. Let's see who else. Civil Warrior got a buff. Hawkeye was another one who got a buff. Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen got a buff. Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok got a buff. Before the buff, Thor Ragnarok was horrible. So, but any one of these guys could get a buff, and then they could move up in priority. But right now, I've got some of them. I've got them like OG Iron Man. Unfortunately, I've duped him twice. I don't care. And then we've got the ones that I don't have. So these are from Abomination all the way down to, I think it's X-23. Some of you may like X-23. I don't really care. I don't think any of these folks are worthy of me spending any of my materials on. All right, so let's go from rank 1 to rank 2. Now we'll do rank 2 to rank 3. So again, if it's yellow, I have them, they're not awakened. If it's green, I have them and they're awakened. If it's red, I don't have them. If they're italicized and they're underlined, then they're already a rank 3. So again, the top 10 are Doctor Doom, Shang-Chi, Hercules, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Apocalypse, Clairvoyant, Red Magneto, Omega Red, Corvus, Nick Fury. All those guys. Some of these guys I have in here, I haven't ranked to rank 3 yet versus other ones. And that I just got, sometimes I get a group 2 before I get a group 1, and then it just goes. So Omega Red, I need to get to rank 3. Doctor Doom, Shang-Chi, Apocalypse, Red Magneto, all rank 3. Nick Fury's not awakened, so I won't touch him until he gets awakened. Clairvoyant, Black Widow is not awakened. I won't touch him, and then Doctor Doom again is the exception of the rule. Now, Group 2 doesn't really change very much from Group 1. So it's, these guys are all in alphabetical order, so that's why they're in that order. Then they're all, in my eyes, they're all pretty equal. Hitmonkey is almost in the top 10. He's so close. Jabari Panther is almost in the top 10. I've got Namor in here because, I had to pick a top 10, and these guys are so close. Nebula, after that buff, is just fantastic. Spider-Ham is great. Ultron, after the buff Ultron got, is great. I mean, all these guys are really good, and they deserve a rank 3, but if I get any of these top 10, if I get any of the top 10 before I get any of the group 2s, then the group 1s will go. And then group 3, so we got our group 3 here. Well, these are the group 2s that I don't have. So, Immortal Abomination, Aegon, Colossus. Again, all these guys are great, and they all fit within group 2. That's just my opinion. And group 3 are here, so Crossbones, Falcon, Hulkbuster, so I'm gonna spend stuff on these guys after Group 2 and Group 1. And then these are the Group 2s that I don't have, so they're starting with Anti-Venom and all the way down to Void, and those guys are in alphabetical order. And then Group 4, I got Dr. Apocalypse as a maybe, Hawkeye, Immortal Hulk, Punisher 2099 maybe, Red Guardian maybe, Darkhawk maybe. So, I was kind of iffy about whether they were in that group or not. And then there's Group 5, which are not going to get any, they're not going to rank 3. So it's starting from OG Black Panther to Carnage. And there's a bunch of maybes in here just because I didn't know. They were maybe rank 2s, so they're definitely not going to rank 3s. And then with Civil Warrior, the ones I don't have. And I know some people are going to be a little salty about no Ebony Maw, no Elsa Bloodstone, but I don't think that they're worth going to a rank 3. I don't think they're worth 4 Tier 5 basics and a Tier 5 class catalyst. There's plenty of other champs that are worth it than these guys. So these guys, they're going to, if I got them, they would go to rank 2, and then they would stay there. All right, now rank 3 to rank 4, I have no rank 4 champion. So again, yellow is I have them, but they're not awakened. Green is I have them and they're awakened, and red is I don't have them. If they're underlined and they're italicized, then they're at that rank currently. So you'll see I have no rank 4s. And again, the top 10 is Doctor Doom, Shang-Chi, Hercules, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Apocalypse, Clairvoyant, Black Widow, Red Magneto, Omega Red, and Corvus, and Nick Fury. And so I currently have nothing to get any of these guys ranked up. But as soon as I get enough to rank 4 someone, Doctor Doom's going up. And he doesn't really need to be awakened. And it's almost equal between him and Shang-Chi. Because Shang-Chi is awakened and he's just amazing. But Doctor Doom is just as amazing even without being awakened. I mean, the only thing that he gets when he's awakened is he has some extra nullify abilities, and then he can be his PI can go up because you can put 6 stones on him, and that just increases his damage. And then Group 2 again is from Angela down to Warlock, which I have. And then, and again, things like Diablo, Hitmonkey, Jabari Panther, Namor, they're so close to being in the top 10. They could be in the top 10, but I don't think they're quite there. And then we've got like Immortal Abomination, Colossus. Again, there's a bunch of guys in here that are almost top 10, but not quite. I know people think Strife is amazing, but I don't have him as a 6-star, and I haven't really played with him, and I'm okay with that. Okay, Group 3. So Group 3, here they are. And they start from Domino down to Tigra, which I have. And then, that was a maybe for rank 3 Tigra. Tigra requires a really, really specific play style. And I've got Dragon Man as a rank 3 right now, and that's just because I got him, and then I ranked him up because I had the materials at the time. And I didn't have anybody else. And actually, Dragon Man's been amazing. He's a robot, doesn't take bleed, doesn't take poison. If you armor break him, he puts degens on you. He ramps up his power really well. It's just he has to get people into the corner to do damage. So, all right, and then here's the ones I don't have from Cull Obsidian down to Void, so I think those guys are Group 3s. And then Terrax I put as a Group 4. He's the only one in a Group 4. And then the ones I don't think that deserve a rank 4 are from Crossbones down to Thor Ragnarok, and then Anti-Venom, which I don't have, down to the Hood. Group 5. So these guys are just, I'm not going to take them up. None of these guys I'll take up. So they could get to rank 3, but they're not going to go to rank 4. So that's what I have. That's what I've got. And, we'll have to see how it goes. I've got Doctor Doom and Shang-Chi. That's number 1 and number 2 on my list on everything. And then I've got Hitmonkey in there just because I don't have some of these other champs. So if we go back up here, I don't have Hercules and I don't have Cosmic Ghost Rider. So I do have Apocalypse. I do have Red Magneto. So those guys are all rank 3. Omega Red, I just haven't done it because I didn't get around to it. And Hitmonkey was the next one I did. And Omega Red will probably... I already have a mutant. But if I happen to get Clairvoyant or Nick Awakened, then they're going up. I will spend everything I've got on them. Right now, my conundrum is... on my rank 1s, I've got, let's see, where is he here? There he is. Miles Morales. So I've got Miles Morales as a rank 1, and he's awakened. So he's down here. There he is right there. He's awakened. I could upgrade him right now, but I want to wait a week to see if I get in another 6-star. I actually might wait the whole month because I'm getting all of these Cavalier Nexus crystals, and I'm going to open them all up, and I could awaken somebody amazing and then have spent materials on him. So I think I'm going to wait until the end of the month before we rank anybody up. But in the meantime, during that month, any other 6-stars that I do get, if they're any of these guys, Hercules, Cosmic Ghost Rider, or Corvus, or Clairvoyant. If I got a Clairvoyant Black Widow that would awaken her, immediately I would rank her up. And if I got Nick Fury right now. If I got another one and I awaken him, I would immediately rank him up. So I think I'm going to wait until the end of the month to see what I get, and then we'll go from there. So I've got that Miles Morales Spider-Man. I got a Mr. Fantastic. Miles Morales is better than him, and then I've got a Thor Ragnarok, but I think Miles is better than him too. Thor I just don't like him. I didn't like him before. I really didn't like him before he was awakened, and I still don't like him now. He requires you to get 40 hits to turn on his God power, and then you got to do a special 3, and then he's good after that. But before that, forget it. It just doesn't. He just doesn't have the damage output right now, and I don't think he has the damage output at rank 2 or rank 3. So I'm going to kind of leave him alone for a while, and he's just going to kind of sit there. So, all right, that's what I got for you. I hope this was informative, and I will catch everybody later.